Adjusting entries are accounting entries made in the general journal to record revenues that have been earned but not recorded and expenses that have been incurred but not recorded. This is done in accordance with the accrual basis of accounting. Adjusting entries are always needed due to the exchange of cash not always occurring at the same time that revenue is earned or an expense is incurred. The purpose of adjusting entries is to update the appropriate accounts and bring them to their correct balances at the end of the accounting period, due to certain revenues or expenses not displaying the correct balances. There are 4 types of adjusting entries. These include deferred revenues, accrued revenues, deferred expenses, and accrued expenses. Deferred revenues are defined as cash being received before revenue is earned, and therefore a product or service is owed by the firm. An example of this is when airlines receive cash from pre-booked tickets. An accrued revenue is when cash is received after revenue is earned, and therefore cash is owed to the firm. An example of this is when a restaurant issues the bill after customers have eaten. A deferred expense is when cash is paid before the expense is incurred, and therefore the product or service is owed to the consumer. This could be seen through prepaid concert tickets. An accrued expense is when cash is paid after the expense is incurred, and therefore cash is owed by the consumer. This may be an electricity bill being paid after it is used for the month. The following graph reveals how to adjust entries in the general journal before, at, and after the end of the period, using the terms cash, liability, asset, expense, revenue, payable, and receivable.